Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with self first, okay? Because we're here to manage our emotions for a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, all right? And managing our emotions, it allows us to identify our intuition, okay? And from our intuition, it comes from great health, great wealth, because it comes from the essence of love, okay? Love of being, love of planet, love of God. All right. So now we're looking at Sagittarius. You could be a Sagittarius. Okay. So you could be thinking of a Sagittarius. All right. You could be an explorer or a lawyer, a priest. Okay. Or maybe into philosophy. Okay. Or psychology. So we're looking at seeking. Okay, and making direct plans. Some of you might be making direct plans, very enthusiastic, could be a fire sign person. You're very friendly, you know, you're thinking of this person, or some of you are feeling that someone is exaggerating and being very irresponsible and tactless in your energy. So we're looking at a Leo person. Okay, so now we're looking at the will. All right, the will, what you have within you. So you could be an actor, a teacher, or an athlete, or someone that likes to sculpt. Okay, so now we're looking at the competitive side. Do not have competition with people, have competition with yourself. Try and make yourself better. All right, so you don't focus on the outside of you, you're more focused inside of you, because when we look at perfection within, all right, we're more likely to attract the right people, things, and places outside of us. All right, because remember, everything stems from thought first. Okay, so now you're in the Leo energy, or you could think about a Leo person, because that will make you more confident. So someone feels very confident, very creative. All right, it could be very dramatic. Okay, but we're in the essence of dignified. All right, so someone thinks you're very dignified. All right, maybe a bit extroverted. All right, but they feel like you should be honorable. You're a very honorable person, a leader, and someone that loves the limelight. Okay, so we're looking at proud, but be careful of domineering, excessive attitudes. Okay, so now we're looking at the sixth house. All right, so we're looking at I work. All right, so looking at Virgo. Okay, Virgo, I work. So looking at the sixth house. Okay, no, looking at the sixth house. Yeah, that's the sixth house. Yeah, Virgo, sixth house. I work. So when we take the will from within ourselves, from the determination, all right, we can work more, or someone's working very analytically and dedicated, okay, and putting the effort in. And when you put the effort in, it brings in a healthy consciousness, because we need a clear conscience, all right? So you can hear spirit, the good spirit, and we can go into perfection within, okay? We're looking at introvertedness. We're looking at the Virgo. It's like the hermit. We're seeking the soul to seek this truth. And when you seek the truth, we seek transformation, our own individual uniqueness. Okay, so now we're looking at practicality. We're looking at the essence of service on earth. All right, so you could be thinking of an earth sign person. Okay, you could be thinking of someone very fussy, overcritical, and they worry too much. All right, you could be thinking of a dentist or a doctor or a writer, or you could be a police person. Okay, so now we're looking at the energy of being responsible. Somebody wants to be responsible, reliable, punctual. All right, so we're looking at the energy of I will go deep within myself, okay, and look at my unknown problems with my intuition. So now I'm seeking, someone's sneaking and seeking a problem. So they've seen a problem, okay, so look at the moon, under the surface of self, looking at the emotions, all right? So I will look at my emotions. So someone's looking at the emotions, how they feel about you and how they respond, okay? So maybe you feel like somebody is responding very fussy, all right? Someone's very jealous, lazy, self-indulgent, very stubborn, and now we're going through fairness, balance, truth. Some of you could be looking at bringing in a balance. I will, all right, take my information, okay, and I will look at a judge, a lawyer, okay, or a barrister, okay, because I seek within myself, all right, the ninth house, all right, because I'm going to work. Okay, because this person is too fussy, overcritical, and they bring too much worry to the emotions and the action of the will for the soul. Okay, so now we're looking at someone was very domineering. Okay, they were looking for gifts. Okay, so now we have the will to leave, because this person was using the seek for gifts. Okay, so now we're moving. We've seen an unknown problem that's not good for the soul. Okay, or good for the mind. All right, because now we're looking at entrapment, imprisonment. Okay, somebody, a mouse, was going around stealing, cheating, and doing the most. Okay, so now we're saying, I will, okay, take this unseen problem and I will go to court, okay, and imprisonment this person. So this person could be going to spiritual prison, spiritual prison, earth prison, all right, or prison of the mind, okay, because we're looking at the moon. So someone is expressing their purpose every day's activity by stealing, cheating, and doing the most through their emotions, by playing with people's emotions to create an attitude of emotional response towards their habits, all right. So the general mood, okay, to this friend that they felt imprisoned with, all right, is very fussy, cunning, gossipy, all right, and likes to be very overcritical, okay. So now we're looking at the tensions within the mind, all right, with a friend, okay, or somebody is looking at a problem to bring fairness, balance, and truth, because they're stuck in the mind about a friend, all right, maybe a friend at work, all right, or a female maybe at work, all right. You could be in the arts, or you could be in textiles, all right, or just creating something, okay. So somebody's looking for comfortability, all right, while they work with this friend, but within the mind, it was about imprisonment, unfairness, no balance, no truth, pure problems. So now we're looking at a problem about romance, all right, maybe for a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, within the 9th, the 6th house, okay. So someone's working on a romance, an unrequited love, a secret love affair, okay. Maybe they went into business together, okay, and it all got tied up into one. So now they're breaking bridges. So now we're looking at the bridges between poor, rich. We're looking at the bridges between friendships, non-friendships, looking at the bridges between like soul world, shell world, you know. We look at the differences between our bridges. How can we build bridges, or should we break bridges? Because now we're working within oneself to bring fairness, balance, and truth to a romance, all right. So somebody feels like they broke a bridge, maybe a romantic bridge, and now they're imprisoned within the mind, okay, because maybe now they're watching a friend working really hard, okay, or they went into a job situation. So maybe the divine feminine is thinking of the masculine that's working with a friend that's working with the masculine. Could be a Virgo person. So now we're looking at the masculines coming in for fairness, balance, and truth after being stuck in the mind about a friend they work with. So now under the surface of self, they're looking at a romance, all right, that was broken down, bridges, all right, separation. So now we're looking at fairness, balance, and truth, because now the feminine, the divine feminine, is closing her heart, not closing it, but she's protecting her heart, okay, with her intuition. And she's seeing within the mind, all right, could be an air sign person, that the masculine is in imprisonment with a friend that they work with, okay. So now he's tied up, maybe in a lawsuit or negotiations, okay, because negotiations has to be done, all right. So now we're looking at past life, all right, a past life friend, or a long time friend, or an old friend, all right. But the divine feminine is looking at her lasting, how long the time has been spent. And she spent her time very wisely by creating. And the masculine is thinking about the unknown problem of building the bridge, because he's been watching her use her time very wisely. Yeah, he probably wants to send a message, a flow of messages to stabilize this main male. Must be the masculine. The Emperor wants to come forward. Now we're looking at a romantic spiritual journey, okay? A masculine wants to offer his love, but under the surface of self, he wants this recognition, but because of the unfairness, the injustice of separation, not bringing the bridges together, because one's high, one's low. So maybe they looked at the appearance, you know, or the difference between quality, between, you know, you don't have rewards, I have. So what do you really have for me? Do you know what I mean? Maybe they were in that sort of mindset, you know, but the back of the divine feminine, she's looking at the bridges that have been broken down with a romantic masculine. So maybe there's a situation where the masculine was in a romantic thing with someone at work, but there was another masculine involved. And now the despair, because now he broke a spiritual marriage with the divine feminine to go with someone at work, but that person at work had someone else, wasting time. A long time wasted. So now we're looking at a situation, the bridges of despair, all right, how to repair fairness, balance, and truth after injustice, okay? Because now the pair are looking, the masculine and feminine are looking, and the masculine is thinking at trying to be more mature after being in despair. That bring trouble to the pair towards their romantic journey that was unknown, feelings that had never been told. So injustice happened within the seeking as he worked. So the in courtship was trapped with the divine feminine because the masculine seeked at work approval by working with the feminine, wasting time. So now we're looking at a situation where the masculine was working with someone that was fussy and overcritical and brings worry. Because now we're looking at the divine feminine is looking at generational wealth, unexpected income. Because remember what I said, it was about the rich and the poor. We got that again, the rich and the poor. Okay. So somebody probably wants to send you a gift. Okay. But they didn't realize how gifted you were. So now we're looking at past life, a long time situation, maybe an older masculine, okay, wants to come in and give you a gift, but the divine feminine is looking at unexpected income. She's been working really hard. She didn't waste her time. And now she's looking at rewards, recognition, okay? While the masculine turned his back to the divine feminine and now sits in worry because the friend he worked with was seeing 1, 2, 3 man. Courting 1, 2, 3, 4 man. All right, so now the masculine is in his thoughts. Because they took that gamble, that risk. So now we're looking in the heart of the matter of things within this letter that was flowing in. That's quite abundant about stability and you have to go deep within the self. This main male is looking at a new cycle, this wealthy man, but he's in courtship with someone. So courtship and courthouse, all right? Because now we're looking at the law, fairness, balance, truth, looking at a decision. So now, under the surface of self, we're looking at our emotions, how they respond, okay? And then we're looking at a decision, but that decision made the entrapment within the mind because the masculine was working with a friend, all right? So now maybe the masculine is thinking of a decision that was entrapped because he found a good friend he could have worked with and been on a romantic journey with, but they broke the bridges with a divine feminine, okay? Because now we're looking at Venus. This is that capability of loving. What's your value about love, okay? Because now we're showing your attitude and your needs towards love, okay? So how do you show your love most, and how do you attract yourself to love? And that defines who you are, okay? Because remember, with love, money is gained, okay? And with lust, money is lost. Okay. Remember, lost, L-U-S-T, lost, L-O-S-T. All right. So how do you track love? Is it through lust or love? All right. Is it because of recognitions, what you can get? You know what I mean? Because you're working with someone that's in the limelight or in a position in the supermarket. He's the supervisor and you're the cashier, but you're hungry at home. Come on, people, man. Stop lusting over things. So now we're taking goals. Making goals, all right, under the service of self. So there were secret goals from an earth sign person for a romantic gesture, but it became in despair, okay, and disarray and it didn't bring any repairs, okay? It brought fears to the ears that steeped down to the heart of the art of love, and it became lust instead of love. So now spiritual court is open for fairness, balance, and truth, all right? Because justice is here, cause and effect, win-win solutions, okay? So now the truth is out because a decision has been made about creativity, okay, about creating an imprisonment within the mind when it comes to seeking the Sagittarius, all right? So now we're looking at like a direct. So this person came in direct, all right, because under the surface of self, they were relying on this decision, okay? It's a romantic decision, all right, but someone didn't come in honest like a Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius came in with loyalty, honesty, and outspoken. But within this decision, they gave a Taurus money, gifts, generosity. So now we're looking like I have, all right? So I had a decision under the surface of self, the secret of illusions, delusions, and lunacy. I made a decision and I gave, all right, to a Taurus. And now the decision is I have a six of pentacles, okay? Give and take. I'm coming in reliable with give and take, all right? So now we're looking at someone that was very jealous, lazy, self-indulgent, very stubborn person, all right? So now we're looking at conventional determination. It could be an artist, a gardener, a singer, or a builder. Someone that loves material, all right? Some people can be patient, but this person wasn't patient. It was a one-sided situation because they're very persistent, because persistent brings in possessiveness, all right? So this person came in very reliable, but under the reliable of self, okay, it was a lie, okay? There was a secret. It was all about trading, okay? So now we're using our intuition. We're going to use the Aries. I am going to use my intuition. I'm going to be very active, very ambitious, all right, very assertive. And this is how they saw this masculine, very creative, you know, very courageous to create. Do you understand? Because the energy, because the fire signs are born to love. They're about the energy, that the romance, okay? So this person went in strong-headed, impatient with their pride. But within this energy, there's a lot of quick-tempered people, okay? Because they like to go around traveling, all right, but don't know how to travel within themselves and find themselves. Nope. No, they don't. So now we're looking at a Taurus person making a decision, okay, about an imprisonment of a divine feminine and a courtship, okay? So within the decision, there was imbalance, all right? Because now we're looking at the Six of Pentacles, all right? Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving, generosity, okay? So now the bridges were burned because now someone's stuck within the mind about a new project from the divine feminine, all right? Could be a fire sign person or a King of Cups, all right? So now we're looking at the Ace of Wands. All right, the Ace of Wands is all about a new project, inspiration, and your urge to create. And the divine feminine has new projects and are determined to create. But someone tried to make the mind of the divine feminine to be imprisoned, to understand, into a mental prison institution. All right, so now we're looking at a Taurus fire signs friend that they work with, and a King of Cups. All right. So now we're looking at King of Cups friend, all right? So now we're looking at friendship, long-lasting friendship with a Leo person now in conflict, okay? So now we're looking at rivalries, all right? We're looking at a situation where we saw God, we made a decision, that's the judge, made us a decision, gave us all a give and take to create heaven on earth, all right? So that we can plant our gifts given from God to prove that what he gives to us, we give back to God as well to create heaven on earth, all right? But instead of creating within our divine feminine, what's now happened is a bunch of school children wait for God to leave the classroom, because this is earth school. We're here to graduate from our floors. Instead went to a big conflict with the soul, with their friends, all right? Could be a Taurus person, because he went to that decision and he gave them gifts and generosity. But now the divine feminine is looking at, under the surface of self, she's reached her goals. She's going to get give and take from projects, all right? But maybe a bunch of friends are in conflict. And guess what? She don't care. Learn to behave yourself. No one cared when they want to imprison the mind of the divine feminine. Oh, well. Deal with it. King of Cups, maybe. He's thinking this way, or you're thinking about this way about King of Cups. All right? So now we're looking at working. Someone's working very hard and made maybe a Sagittarius person very burnt at the soul. All right? Because now we're looking at boundaries. Someone at work did not have any healthy boundaries with a feminine that they work with. Could be Taurus person working with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries person. They came into this Taurus person very, very reliable. But now they made a decision. Oh yeah, it was about imprisonment. All right? For a foundation with an earth sign person. So now we're looking at people being very wounded. Oh yeah, because they were too over ambitious when it came to their cardinal. Okay, so looking at people's reputation. Okay, we're looking at profession, achievements, their moral conditions, and how they love, attract their directions when it comes to their life goals. All right, they're looking for more the prestige and the positions with no substance. Okay, so now we're looking at the wounded soldier. Okay, has the ambition and the strength to move forward away from this energy. All right, because now these bunch of children in this room is bring pure conflict when it comes to work, reputation, profession, and their direction in life, because they took a silly gamble. Okay, so now we're looking at change, we're looking at insights, we're looking at creativity, we're looking at stability, and we're looking at give and take. All right, someone took a gamble to plant a foundation, or somebody wants to come in and say sorry, or someone is planting, all right, maybe a real estate, okay, or got a land and they're developing. All right, so now there's a conflict, a long-lasting conflict. It's all going to be about income and unexpected money. Someone's going from rich to poor, or from rich to poor, or poor to rich. All right, so now we have to start a foundation all over again. Okay, so now we're looking at a romantic journey. An earth sign person was relying on, all right, for broken bridges. And now we're looking at a foundation fall, okay? Because they was looking at Queen of Swords in this Two of Cup, okay, to balance their life out. But guess what? Lying, Seven of Swords, all right? Seven of Swords means someone's lying, stealing, cheating. Someone's been doing slandering, and someone's looking for unalivement, for stagnation, for income. But guess what I had a dream about last night? The Seven of Swords upside down. So that means, all right, it was in two places, okay, public, all right, and in a room, okay? So that means wherever you go, this secret is out. The energy is out, all right? So the lie has ended, all right? So the secret is out about this decision. We just saw the Two of Swords, all right? So now we're relying on the spiritual guides, okay? Not a Taurus, on our spiritual romantic journey with our spirit guides, all right? To plant our new foundation. So now 6 and 7, 6 and 1 is 7. So now we're looking at planting our foundation, okay? And now we're going to be patient, because what you sow is what you reap, all right? Because now we're looking at tradition, we're looking at religious, spiritual, we're looking at maybe a high level of commitment. And now the spiritual guides, if you listen to your highest self, is going to come in very reliable and give us an equal give and take, because what you sow is what you reap. We have to work hard for our earnings, all right? You can't rely on people as you delay your own success. Wasting time in a cardinal that ain't going nowhere. All right, so now we're looking at planting a new foundation. Okay, so this situation could have been nearly 11 years, all right, 9, 14 going on. Okay, so now the decision, we just saw the Two of Swords, and we're coming back to the Two of Swords again. We've made that decision. Okay, they made that decision to build bridges that don't make sense. So now we're looking at bridges that have been broken, all right? Because somebody wanted to rely on someone's cardinal money, okay? So now we're looking at divine feminine, closing her heart, not closing it, but protecting it by using her intuition, because now we see obstacles and delays, all right? So now the spiritual guides have come in, maybe to a Libra person, to come and sort out a Taurus person, because they're making some really foolish imprisonment decisions when it comes to creativity. Too much conflict with these friends. Could be 5 friends. Now this masculine person, Leo person, Sagittarius, looking at the situation, saying my cardinal has more strength and ambition if I just move away. All right, so now we're going for a foundation fall. All right, so that is unwanted changes from this decision. Okay, so this is the Tower. All right, so the Tower means things were built on false ground. Okay, this is when you're building something and then the devil comes in, okay, with their addiction, the greed, the envy, the materialism, the obsession. Because remember, Gold oil diamonds drives you into the the devil energy. All right. So now you're looking at a situation within this foundation. There's a conflict with many of this masculine's friends or divine feminine's friends that's been around for a long time. They're into addiction, greed, envy, materialism, obsession, and they're very sexual lust. Okay, so that means they're looking for love. They're looking for lust. All right, and lust don't go nowhere. It's like a dust, just goes up in the air. All right, so now we're looking at obstacles, delays. All right, because the masculine made that decision. Okay, or someone's coming in, they made a decision about this romantic journey, and after the obstacles and delays, all right, they might come with a proposal, but the divine feminine now feels, the masculine feels very unloved. And she's saying, serves you right. Next time, follow your heart. But you followed your greed. And now it's coming to an end. Oh, yeah. So now we're looking at being very protective about this courtship. Okay, because now someone did not turn around to see a 2 of cup. They stayed in a 3 of cup situation. Now this masculine is looking at pure conflict with his friend then. Because guess what? He went to a high-class prostitute that likes to play with his friends and his colleagues within his friends group. And it's a secret. Under the service of self. Yeah. So now we're looking at a situation, all right, where we're going to have the 2 of cups at the background, just there. Well, someone feels very unloved, because now we're in the 5 of cups. 5 of cups about loss, regret. But you're going to take your regret, you're going to take it into grace, all right, because after this grief, there's going to be a relief, all right. And instead of feeling this abandonment, you're going to feel the emotions, okay? You're going to let go of that feeling of abandon. If you feel abandoned by mum, dad, girlfriend, partner, cat, dog, what you do is you find your masculine feminine in you and make sure the father masculine in you is taking care of you how you would like your dad to take care of you, all right? And find the feminine in you and use that feminine energy and use that for the mother you've always wanted in you, for you. All right, my darlings? Have a long, different perspective. So now we have a different perspective about afterlife, okay? Because we had to take away the ego, all right? Maybe move away from friends that are rivals. They bring challenges, okay? And they're not your friends. They came in with bully, theft, violence, all right? Because these people like obstacles, okay? So now we're looking at a different perspective. Now we've had a pause with a friend you have a conflict with, maybe a divine feminine, and now this person feels that loss, okay? Now they're thinking, okay, the divine feminine has told me her loss, her feelings. I've got a different perspective because they're very quite intuitive, very psychic, and I now have a different perspective about my friend group, all right? So now this masculine is using his own soul, and the soul is saying it's time to move because you know within the situation, it's not good for the soul. All right, remember the soul's born to love, okay? Because in this group, they feel like it's the devil energy. There's too much conflict, too much rivalry, too much challenges. People are in addiction, greed, envy, materialism. And this masculine feels like the person they work with was tried to get them SUXally. Do you understand? Because they want that lust for the cardinal, okay? So you could be thinking of a Capricorn person or a Pisces person, a Leo person that was a friend. Okay. So now we're looking at time. The divine feminine is looking at her emotions. She's got a different perspective, all right, about everlasting afterlife. And now she's using her time wisely and she's connecting to the spirit, all right? She's connected to her spirit guides. So you could be connected to your spirit guides. Please write your dreams down. Or a masculine that is meant to be a spiritual teacher. He feels wounded. The masculine feels wounded. All right. Because maybe he tried to swap and give information from the divine feminine, all her ideas, and gave it to a Taurus to act like they are the spiritual teachers on their journey in their cardinal. Why? Because they're already up there. Remember, there's bridges. They've already got the fame, the fortune, all that. All right, so it's easier to make a poor one die so the rich one can go off with the projects. All right? So now we're looking at stupidity. The force of stupidity. All right? You could be a Libra person looking at fairness, balance, truth. Okay? So now we're looking at despair in the air, because there's a pair that are spiritual teachers. They have to make a decision because there's a feeling of unlost, regret, grief, abandonmentship, because they abandoned the divine feminine. All right, kept them in prison of the mind, but was happy to take the ideas about projects and stuff to a Taurus person. And now their friendship group is in a big disarray because they wasn't expecting the divine feminine to be headstrong like this. No, they didn't. So now the masculine that's in despair wants to take a leap of faith. Could be a Pisces person or a Taurus person, because now you could be thinking about a mature man, a king of swords. Okay, he's coming in. All right, he's kind of making a decision. He was going to do an equal give and take with maybe a Libra person or a Taurus person or a Pisces person. Okay, so he's thinking of you about courtship. Okay, so maybe you might get unexpected perspective from him. All right, so now he feels more rewarded within himself. All right, or this could be God, the mature man, looking down at Ono and thinking, you lot are childish. I saw God's head, you know. The amount of times I've seen God's head in my dream, and God keep telling he's coming, and you lot still want to be on your childish attitudes. Crazy. Sorry, it's just madness. You can't say, oh, Jesus died for us, and you lot are acting like this over projects, imprisonments, and all. It's madness. It's madness. That's what I tell people, you know. Don't let your children follow celebrities, man. All they want is rewards from their careers, but by imprisoning people. Then they'll go and tell you, praise God. It's ridiculous. So now there's King of Swords looking at a new world. Yeah, with the Emperor. And the King of Pentacles. They have a different perspective. They're coming to change their lifestyle with the Alchemist. Yeah, they're going within, seek the soul, and now they're working really hard. Yeah, King of Pentacles feels more grounded, secure, abundant. Yeah, he wants to celebrate this decision with a Leo about telepathic communication, about angels calling and making a decision, about blocking a Taurus person from trading, from insights, about the Earth angels coming together with an Emperor. And now there's an Ace of Pentacles. All you got to do is walk in truth, you know, and talking truth and walk in love. It's so magical. That's the real magic, you know. There you go. So now this mature person made a decision to work with a team of people, maybe an Earth sign person, or he wants to come in with fairness, balance, and truth, and do a courtship, maybe a King of Swords. So maybe the King of Swords wants to come in, and he wants to see you. He feels like unloved. He wants to protect his courtship. Take the Leo energy, I will defend. Or this divine feminine feels unloved. Now she's in her defense mode. She's protecting her feelings after it was broken. Her heart's broken. This is about Three of Swords. This is about a heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression. Do you know what I mean? This is about people like not caring about people's heart, you know, because they're not into the heart. They're more into the art and killing people, unaliving people's hearts for their arts within their occupation, so they can move around, you know, with unexpected income. But no, we have a different perspective about self-control, self-discipline, all right, and how we can go to heaven and earth from here for our rewards if we listen to our spiritual teachers and have a heart as light as a feather. The heart can't be as heavy as a stone, because when you take risk, you're going to be taking more risk in worry, despair, anxiety, and all you're going to do is fail. And then the devil comes in and start playing with the mind games, blah, 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 blah. It's all long. If we walk in love, talk in truth, all right, and make sure everything we do is clean, perfection within, you'll get to flow like the feather with the universe, and you'll always be protected from outside forces. But you need patience. And a lot of people don't have patience, and it says that's the secret to taking the leap of faith. Do you know what I mean? To find the right team, it needs patience. And a lot of these people in these occupations don't have any patience. They don't. This is why they're in conflict. You know, so maybe it's Sagittarius person feels very wounded at the soul, but they have the ambition and the strength to go forward, because looking at his bunch of friends, a Leo person, and they're thinking, nah, man, you lot are childish, man. You're just like conflicts over money. You lot are madness. So now Sagittarius person, all right, is now looking at using their time wisely as a spiritual teacher. And now they're looking at being wounded at giving a Taurus recognition. Money. Why's my card bent? Yeah, it didn't go well. There you go. Bent. It's a bent job. It was corruption. It was about corruption. It's about injustice. It's about not being fair, not being balanced. Okay. It didn't go the way it was supposed to. It folded. Okay. Because somebody was more looking at the cardinal for money through people. No matter if it's love or not, just give you the money. So now we're looking at, under the emotions, we have to take patience, all right? When we're making our decisions about giving and take, all right? So we won't be imprisoned about creating from the soul, okay? Because the soul's born to love. But now it seems like there's an imprisonment about projects, all right? Urging to create, because there's a bunch of friends that are in conflict, maybe with a fire sign person within their occupation. So now we've been spiritually guided to go into a romantic spiritual journey and to build bridges within the divine feminine and masculine in you, because there's too many broken bridges. Remember, everything starts from within first. So to protect yourself from these bridges that are breaking, use your intuition, because there's lots of delays, there's lots of obstacles, okay? Because it's not given an equal give and take, all right? Because they're saying, I have a decision, I have obstacles and decisions to make because I feel unloved and wanted. Masculine is probably looking at a water sign masculine is probably looking at a feminine, or a feminine in her emotions, and she feels very unloved because the masculine blocked their stagnation to work with a team of people, and now they got a conflict with an earth sign Taurus person, okay? So now we're looking at a situation that people need to have a different perspective about afterlife, all right? So now there's the conflict at the soul, spiritual warfare, all right? Now we're looking at the holy war, all right? That we've wasted time, but the divine feminine is looking at the spirit world and being spiritually guided, and she's gained her time wisely, and she's invested. Now she's going into rewards, recognition she would have. So now we're looking at being patient when it comes to gaining a profit, to to accumulate. You have to have patience when it comes to gaining, or the gain will become pain, all right? And you don't want to be in pain, because now you're looking at someone that was relying on a profit, so they stalked and they glanced in and they're very curious. So this Taurus person made a decision, okay, because they wanted the money, the resources, all right? So now we're looking at someone that is like very generous, all right? So they looked at this generous person and they came in sneaking, okay, to bring imprisonment for projects that came from the mind of a divine feminine, all right, that was talking about feeling unloved. So now we're looking at a Taurus person, or the energy of the universe coming in with natural disasters, because nobody is listening. They keep making imprisonments when God gives the soul people their own projects. That means you're the expert to deal with the project if it came from you. But everyone wants to make imprisonments of people's projects, and friends are in a conflict in this workplace or this working institution. And now the institution is looking at woundship. Okay, but they got to look at their conflict within their employers or their friends, all right? They got to stop. As it's going to be more natural disasters, risk, frustrations, all right, to survive. So this Taurus person made a decision, all right, because there wasn't a risk. So they made frustration, so they tried to survive, all right? So now they're trying to bring imprisonment. Now they're going prison, in spiritual prison, all right? Or prison of the earth, or mental prison, because they took a fire signs projects from a divine feminine and tried to do dictatorship like God gave Taurus, Genevieve, Niger, anything to fast with. You're too fast, all right? They tried to make an entrapment because you're too fast. So she tried to make a fire sign person a victim to lure him into a trick, because you want to imprison her and a water sign person for the divine feminine's information that was downloaded by God. So now these friend group within this institution, this workplace, now they're in conflict about friendship, about loyalty, about different perspective, about afterlife, all right, and how to move as a soul, having a human experience, and they don't know how to move with self-respect and self-discipline. None. So now, these people are in conflict now. Oh yeah, because they don't know how to prepare properly, they can't prompt properly, and they can't arrange properly. All they were looking at is overindulgence. That's all they wanted God's downloads for. Look at me, I got earrings. Look at me, I got a long golden shower coming from my head, and now I look like a walking bloody toilet brush. All right, trying to find recognition, trying to find rewards. So now we're looking at now maybe a Sagittarius person with this earth sign person are now in depression, paranoia. Oh yeah, I'm paranoid about their career because now they were struggling, but they thought they had the strength and ambition to go through a goal that is not going to be reliable. Nope. Gone. No, because they're an illusionist. Oh yeah, and they were what do you call that thing again? Opportunist. Oh yeah. So now looking at a Taurus person, all right, within this institution that went in with unrequited love. Love ain't there, but love turned into lust for the risk to take money. So they made a stagnation, and now we have bridges that are falling apart. So now the ancestors are here, and they're saying that this institution with a Taurus person bullied, oh yeah, and they are an embarrassment to the spiritual world. Yep. Because now you're looking at gossip and unwilling to move. An earth sign person, Taurus person. They bring a stagnation to a Libra. They wanted to swap destiny with the divine feminine without information. So they tried to imprison the fire sign person. Oh yeah, they did. So now we're looking at bridges, okay, that have been broken. And now there's natural disasters. Because a Taurus person is disobedient and came with a bribe, a temptation, because she's the devil, all right, and gave advice about breaking these bridges with a water sign person and how to bring in a stagnation, obstacles, delays with a water sign person, so that a air sign person is bullied at the mind with no closure because they wanted stress, headache, pressure, lack of sleep for a Libra person because they wanted this books about self-love. So now they took the masculine and bound him in an obstructive contract for an overload because they were doing something in the secret. It was mystery. It was a magical ceremony because they wanted to cause an accident for this masculine, cause an injury. So now we're looking at online community, learning about the separation. So that this earth sign person is very stubborn, very selfish, very malicious person, very arrogant, because they saw these good news and wanted to collaborate. I had that in my dream as well, you know. Can I work with you? You write so good. No, you should have seen the divine masculine running. So where do you think you're going? Yeah, because now this collaboration of people are in their ego because they want adventure with their family. Now we've got evidence. And now we're planning our own jackpot. Oh yeah, we are. Book is on its way for the bully. Oh yeah, embarrassment. So the spiritual guides are saying that earth sign person that gained a profit from these spiritual teachings is an embarrassment to heaven. Embarrassment. Unwilling. Now everyone's pointing at her now. Oh yeah, because you took a profit. Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah, you did. Because you wanted a stagnation and a separation, all right, because you wanted adventure. You thought this was a game, innit? You thought it was a game because you're a child. A big woman that acts like a child. A child, immature child. And she talks about, oh, I want to date Pat. He's so mature. I want to marry him. You're not even mature yourself. No, you better withdraw that idea as well. If I was this water sign person, I would run as far as I can. Oh, yeah, I would. I'll defend myself. Defend your feelings, water sign person. She would dictate you to the end. Oh, yeah, withdraw from that as well. Leave her alone. All right? So now we're looking at a water sign person. Maybe a Pisces person. All right? Had these goals with this Leo person when it comes to his courtship. They had a plan and a plot. All right? But now we're going to have a different perspective about afterlife, all right, about tourists in this industry that wasted her time. Now they're going to be in fright because now we're having a different perspective about afterlife, all right, about soulmates, okay, and about eternal love. Eternal. Inside. It never said external love, you know. It says internal, eternal, eternal, eternal. People look at your words, man. It's like people just go into celebrities or anyone they feel, oh, you've got such a nice shoe on. Because you say such a nice thing, I'm going to repeat the same thing so I can get a nice shoe as well. No, go within and get your fairness, balance and truth. All right? This is what we get. Equality and logic. All right? Now we're looking at soulmates. All right? Looking at eternity. We're looking at using our time wisely as a spiritual teacher. Okay? All right, because now the spiritual teachers has given us good news about a Taurus person that's going to be in depression and paranoia. Oh, yeah, over their career. Oh, yeah, they are. They're looking for rewards, recognition from the community to transform on the back of someone else. That's why the divine masculine tells me in my dream, Genevieve Nigel is a very jealous, envious person. Oh, yeah, she is. So now we're looking at a conflict. Yep, we're looking at conflict. People are very defensive now with different perspectives, okay? They bring disruption and quarrels, all right? To this good news that was sent to the divine feminine for us to use our time wisely, all right, and engage with a miracle. Instead, Taurus person came with a stupid idea because they wanted all the money from this good news from the spiritual world, like she is better than God. So now we're looking at this masculine in despair for taking a risk with a bully to gain profit. So now we're looking at taking that risk because they want to adjust their career, amendment, this bully person. And she thinks she's going to get away with it. I don't think so. Even if I post every single day. Oh, yeah. So now they wanted rewards, victory, success with this mature man that they were working with. They want adventure. Oh, yeah. They took that risk. This Leo person and this water sign person, this Taurus person are very stubborn. Very stubborn. Yeah. So this person that this masculine's with make this goal, okay, because they're selfish, malicious, and have this very horrible arrogance under the service of self of this earth sign person that went in for profit. They're relying on it. Oh, yeah. They're relying on a natural disaster. Oh, yeah. So now we're looking at divine feminine has defended herself in harmony, stability, and acceptance. Oh, yeah, she defended herself. Oh, yeah, baby girl. She got her stability. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. There you go, stability. Okay? It's all about planning to work as a soul, having a human experience, okay? But you've got to have patience. You've got to be organized. You've got to have management skills. You've got to have plan skills. Do you understand? Just the same way you can plan your projects for your businesses, you can do the same for yourself. Same thing I told the masculine. Like, if you can spend how much money on a PhD, you can go and spend time, all right, and do self-mastery. Self-mastery is all about self-awareness, self-reflection, and correcting your flaws. We need to look at perfection within. It works, people. It really does. Look for perfection within. I saw one thing this morning, and they said how some Roman man made it up, but they made it a different name. It sounds horrible. Is it, oh, what's the name? Because of an S. It's about perfection within. They say it in a different way. I had to make a comment. I don't really do comments no more unless it's my own page. And I'm like, he's lying. He didn't get it from him. I'm sorry. He didn't get it from him. He got it from the Egypt people. He got it from us. He got it from me. He got it from God. All right? Because my afterlife, I am the real empress. That's my destiny. I am. That's I am. I am. Okay? I'm the one who invented the tarot cards. Oh, yes, I did in my past life. All right? Whoever doesn't want to believe, go and write your dreams down and figure out who you are, figure out who I am, and figure out who everyone else is on this earth. Figure out your purpose. So there's no conflict, no arguing, all right? So I'm not here to argue with anybody. Oh, no, I'm not. Because I'm too much in myself because I've got evidence who I am. Evidence of who I am, okay? So we're looking at Pamela Coleman Smith also comes into my dreams and gives me tarot reading. She tells me all the time, I'm a blessing, moving as a soul, having a human experience, coming back from my past life. I'm very consistent with it. The spiritual world's been preparing me for a long time, nearly 50 years, but more so when I became 32, when I met the masculine. I was about that age. So now we're looking at investing. Now the Divine Feminine might be a Patreon, but she's a patron within the spiritual world. She's the royalty within the spiritual world, you know. Some call her Isis, and some call him Arius, you know. I didn't know about any of these stories until I saw it in my dream, and God keeps talking to me, you know. Because we understand about this confinement from a Taurus person that's now going to be trapped in their mind and unfree about reward, recognition, money, transformation. What you sow is what you reap. Because they went in and they're going to owe people money because this goal didn't work. Because they invested in this idea, you know. So they invested in this idea because they felt it's very inspirational, you know, the suggestion from the visions of the Divine Feminine about her purpose. So this Taurus earth sign person, a water sign person, came with an idea to bring hate and a catastrophic event to create misfortune, to make a Divine Feminine, a sweetheart, feel unloved. Because they went in as alliances with their ego. But now justice is here. Justice is here. They collaborated with their family. They made that plan. They were sneaking, stalking. They didn't want to stop. And now this person's going to be alone. Because they wanted this blessing of the Divine Feminine to be alone and had shattered dreams and signs. But no, we understand that somebody wanted wealth, investments, a real estate, and a major project. So they played with people's emotions, played with people's drinks. And they didn't want the Divine Feminine to come out and have a calmness. She didn't want the Divine Feminine to have any aid. But she doesn't need aid from no man. She's got her tarot. She's got her spiritual guides. And she's got a protest of people coming back from original life. Our soul tribe. Yesterday I was walking down the street and these set of boys rode past on their bike and all I can hear is, we are warriors. That's all I heard. Repeatedly, we are warriors. And now this person's upset because the Divine Feminine is very gifted. And now they're worried. Never mind. Divine Feminines, keep raising, my darlings. Okay, just keep raising. Don't jump into karmic situations, all right? The more you develop yourself, the more you heal yourself, you are connected to your soulmate. It's like an invisible thread. It will just come bringing him. Bring. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing. Just keep cleaning up yourself. All right, let's not be a hypocrite because I do say something. When that masculine in my dreams, you know, when I wake up, sometimes I can feel a bit miserable. Listen, he'll get cussed out. Don't care who you are. Oh yeah, you must be thinking, am I really sleeping with the devil or the devil over there? But sometimes, you know, I wake up very loving, you know, not when I wake up, but in the day, do you know what I mean? Like in the day, depends on the mood, you know, it could be very loving and very, you know. Now I'm going to tell you about yourself because your decision was very pathetic. I don't know where you're going with Jennifer Nigel, my friend. But I'm going to use this as a learning curve, people. Please, soulmates are real. Spread the word. Please press like. Please press subscribe. Please spread my platform, all right? Because I promise y'all, soulmates are real. It's real. I see it. I've been inspired. I got so much told by the soul that allowed me to develop my foundation. And I want to hand it over to everybody else so you can feel that same way too. Just plant your foundation, you know. Where's that card gone? I just saw it here, didn't I? The little boy planted his little plant pot. It's beautiful. It's all right. There you go. Yeah, just be grateful to the soulmate. That's it. Just be grateful to your soul and be grateful to your soul tribe. That's it. And plant again. Look how much healthier that is. We're trying to get away from the energy of building gifts. You know, we're trying to seek for like Hansel and Gretel. When you look out for signs and then you get closer to the candy house. You know, there's a witch in there, but use your intuition. All right, don't let Hollywood switch things around, right? It's your intuition, the witch, all right? So use your intuition, all right? Because remember, the jungle, they went to a forest, isn't it? Life is like a jungle. So use your intuition, pick up all your signs, isn't it? And you can rebuild again, okay? Because you've been initiated to create from the soul, because the soul is born to love. So the more we go through the darkness of self and start picking up our signs, we get to find our original self, and you get to plant a foundation. So you found yourself, and you found a way to build for your money, for your stability, and everything else with it. Just have patience, people. Just have patience. Take care of each other. I don't need money to take care of each other. I think it's so rude when people say that as well. You know, it's madness. All right, my darling. Remember, walk in love, talk in truth, okay? Bye.